Hi guys. It is like 3:30 in the morning, May 6th, Saturday, and I'm currently laying in bed. I fell asleep sort of early. I fell asleep like at 11 p.m. and then I woke up like an hour and a half later at like 12:30, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and now I can't sleep. I guess it also doesn't help that I slept all day yesterday and all morning and all afternoon, and I slept all day the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that. It's really dark in my room right now. I wonder if I can put like a white background screen so like I look a little brighter. Hey, here we go. White screen on YouTube. Let's see how that looks. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's way better. Um, Look at that cheap lighting right in my room. uh, this teeth is like really yellow and gross. Um, Anyways, I have not vlogged in a while. I'm kind of taking a break from vlogging because I don't have my camera right now, and I feel like iPhone vlogs are just kind of ugly. The quality is just really ugly. Like, nobody wants to watch 30 minutes of grainy footage unless you do. I don't know. Um, so I start my new job on Monday, and I like really need to get my sleep schedule in order because if I don't, I'm either gonna miss the first day of work or show up to work and be extremely cranky, tired, mad, anxious, stressed, sleepy. Whenever I'm like really tired and I haven't gotten like an adequate amount of sleep, I have really bad anxiety and I get stressed and I'm just a grumpy, like pissy, bitchy little faggot. And I'm trying this new thing where like I'm faking happiness. I want to smile more, and not like necessarily faking happiness like I'm like pretending to be happy. But I saw this post on Reddit like 2 weeks ago, and it talked about how this guy used to be like just not happy, and he used to get angry at like the smallest things, and he had like road rage and like people annoyed him, and he was just like an introverted, not a people person, and like everything that inconvenienced him he would just like be upset by it. And the older that I get, the more that I realize how shitty people are, the more I find myself in that sort of similar situation. And he said in his post that like he talked to some guy, a doctor, or I forget who it was, but somebody told him that if he just faked happiness and he smiled at everybody and he just tried to be nice, just like even pretend to be nice, that eventually his mind would trick him, and being nice and being a kind person and being a happy person would just kind of come natural to him, as he had been faking being nice for weeks, months. Something in his brain would click and he would just naturally be truly happy with life and truly nice to people and smile at everybody, and it would just come naturally. So I've been trying to do that lately. Hasn't been working. It's really hard to get out of old habits. I guess old habits die hard. It gets to the point where like you're having a good day and you're not reacting to the usual things that annoy you about life, and then something triggers you and you're like, fuck, let it get to me. And I think it's just a matter of like practicing. I think my hardest thing with this whole experiment that I want to try is the being nice and smiling to people because I'm such a miserable fucking cunt. And as like happy or as like chill as I present in my videos, I'm like, I have resting bitch face. I really do. And it's not my fault. Life has given me resting bitch face. I'm a nice guy. I'm a chill dude. I'm not like rude. I'm not an asshole. I'm not a douche. Like I am genuinely a nice guy, but I come off very quiet. I come off very introverted because I am, and I also come off very bitchy. I have like a really mean face when I'm like not talking, and I am a very observant person. I I like to walk around places alone and I'll just like observe people. And I've caught myself like staring at people and then they catch me looking at them and they see like this like mean gay mug just looking back at them and I'm just like, oops, didn't mean to stare at you for that long. But I feel like a lot of people misunderstand that like I'm not looking at you because I'm judging you. I'm looking at you as just like an observation because I'm just a very observational person. I have like millions of like conversations and lives that are passing by me and I'm very interested in every single one of them. It's this weird thing where like I'll be at like a park or at a coffee shop or at a Target and I'll just like be looking at people and I'll be like, while I'm like looking at a certain person, I'll be like listening to a different person, having a conversation with whoever they're with, and I'm like multitasking and like wondering about these people's lives, and curiosity just kind of gets the best of me. And I think that that's the best way to describe what I mean when I say like I'm an observant person, you know. On top of that, I am super observant and pay attention to like really small details about people. And I don't know, I think I'm just a very observant person. I like to pay attention to when people tell me things that are like their favorite colors or their favorite candies or their favorite movies or things they enjoy, and then I like remember that, and then on like the birthday or a holiday or just because I'll be at a store somewhere online or in person and I'll see something and I'll be like, oh, this person loves this, and I'll like buy it for them just because I saw it and it made me think of them. And then like when I give them their gift, they're like, how did you know? And I'm like, oh, like a year ago you told me this while we were at lunch. And I just remember like the smallest things about people. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, yeah, I am trying this thing where like I want to pretend to be happy and pretend to be nice to people so that eventually somewhere along in my brain it'll click like you just be nice, and it'll just come second nature to me. So we're gonna try that. I guess I'm filming a little video right now at like 3:34 in the morning. I wasn't intending on filming anything tonight, but I've been feeling just like a tad bit manic in a way. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I get these really weird random bursts of energy really late at night where like I feel awake and I feel, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like I want to do stuff and I want to like create stuff and make content and like do stuff. And then when I get tired, I'm like go to sleep for the rest of the day, and then I just sleep the whole day and the procrastination continues, and it's like I get these manic bursts of energy where like I feel happy, I feel good, and I want to create, but I know that's like my like manic self talking. And it's largely the fact that like my sleep schedule has been god awful for the last month. Like, just when I think that my sleep schedule is like coming back to normal, I fuck it up, and then I end up staying up or waking up in the middle of the night and not being able to fall back asleep, and then it's just a cycle that never fucking ends. And I'm just tired of it all, you know. Life is exhausting. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, life is really exhausting, and especially when you're single and have nobody, and you're just like, you're living but you're not living, if that makes sense. Like, right now, because I haven't had a job in like 3 weeks, a month now, and I don't have friends, and the one person that I do talk to is my cousin who lives in Long Beach. And like, I hang out with my little brother from time to time, but he's busy. He has his own life and his own friends, and he's out there doing his thing. And I don't go on dates. I don't socialize with people. I would love to go to bars, but I don't want to go on my own. And it's just like really hard to make friends as an adult. So like, trying to put myself out there and go to like restaurants and bars on my own on like Thursdays and Fridays and Saturday nights, I just think it's kind of sad, because like, you're just kind of standing there while everybody else has like friends and boyfriends and partners and shit, and you're just like there sitting in a bar all alone watching people have fun. And I would rather just stay home and lay in bed all day and eat food and binge watch TV than be out there watching strangers live the life that I want. But at the same time, it's like, I'm 30 now. I'm kind of over that bar and club scene, you know? But then it feels like I never got to experience that in my early and late 20s because I couldn't afford it. And like, now that I can, it's like I don't want to do it. And it's like, if I had friends who were up to go to the bars with me, I would go. But truth be told, I have nobody. And it's, being in your 30s is a very lonely age, as I've come to realize. And I'm gonna be 31 this year. I'm gonna be 31 in like 4 months, 3 months. Yeah, like 3.5 months. I'm gonna be 31 years old. And I'm just like, is this it? Is this all I have to look forward to in life? No partner, no relationship, no friends, just existing, not living, just not even living, just like purely existing. And I don't know. Like, I was thinking a lot. I've been thinking a lot of my past friendships, and like, not even like romantic relationships. I'm not even thinking about that at all. I'm mostly thinking about my friendships and how I have always been like my friends' second option when it comes to like hanging out. And I'm done. I'm so done being people's second options. Like, especially this last year, like a lot of my friends, quote unquote friends that I've like thought were like my actual friends, have always treated me like a second option, or like even a third option. Like, they would only hit me up whenever they were bored, or all of their true real other friends were busy. And I would just get that like really late text that said like, hey, do you want to hang out in half an hour? And I'm like, as much as I love spontaneous plans, and trust me, I love spontaneous plans, if you call me up and tell me, hey, be ready in an hour, we're gonna go to Vegas, I'd be like, let's fucking go. But like, people don't respect me enough to give me time to like take a shower and get ready. If we're gonna go out to like a bar or a club, like, give me the benefit of the doubt and like be like, hey, can you be ready in like an hour? I really want to go to the bar with you. I'd be like, yeah, I can hop in the shower real quick, take a shower, get ready, and meet you over there. And a lot of the times it was like, "Ugh, well, if you can't be ready, then let's just plan it for like a different time." And then like an hour or two later, I would see my friend, so quote unquote friend, out at the bar and at the clubs with the friends that they said they were busy. So not that their friends weren't busy, I become a second option. My plans with them get canceled, or not even, I don't even get invited as a like, hey, like I know I said it was just gonna be us two, but like my friend showed up, you can still come and we can all hang out together. And it's never been like that. It's always been like I've always been an afterthought in my friendships. And like most recently I've started feeling that way towards like people in my own family, honestly. Like I don't know how deep I want to get into this, because I just don't want to start drama. I don't want to start shit. It's just, it's my opinion. It's like, it's what I believe, it's what I think. So we're just gonna say that it's like how I feel, because it's how I feel. But like, for example, me and my sister-in-law, I've known her for 12 years now, and we never really got along in the beginning for a really long time. And I think part of that was because my older brother has always been kind of like a player, in his teenage years, in his early 20s, he was a player. He had a different chick every weekend, and then it wasn't until I don't even know, like his late to early, like his at the beginning of his late 20s, at the end of his early 20s, he began to take relationships more seriously, but he was still not really a good partner. And so at the time, he had a partner that the entire family loved, fell in love with. She was like amazing. Well, he ended up fucking that up. They broke up, and obviously he moved on. And then he got with my sister-in-law. And a lot of us, I think, were blindsided and hurt by what he did. And it took a long time for me, at least, to accept my sister-in-law. And like, she knew that I didn't like her. And at the same time, I was a stupid teenager. I was a stupid guy in my early 20s. I think they started to date when she was 19 and he was like 25. And then I was like a month younger than her. And I don't know, I was a stupid kid. I was a stupid adult. Like, I'll admit it. I said some things that were kind of fucked up, and I didn't accept her. It took maybe 5 years of them being together for us to finally get to an amicable place where we could like start to build a friendship. But at the same time, it always felt like she didn't trust me all the way, And like, I apologize for all the stuff that I did to her when I was 25, and we talked on the phone for like a while, and I apologized for all the fucked up stuff that I did and said. And our friendship was really, really good. But it always felt more like an acquaintance friendship than it did like a sister-in-law or sister friendship. From like the age of 25 to like even now, like I would always want to hang out with her and be like, hey, we should go out to the bars and to the clubs. Like, come with me. Let's go out to eat. Let's go to the park. Let's do this. Let's do that. And whenever we like hung out, it was just always kind of awkward, like she never trusted me enough to like open up to me. And she kept things very, very cordial, very calculated, very carefully. She talked very carefully around me. And like, I've never been one to like have her tell me a secret and then go like tell my older brother, or like I would never disrespect her trust in me in that way. And I've never have after that, you know, after we talked our problems out and apologized for everything. Like I've never once gave her a reason to not trust me. And throughout our like friendship, I've just never felt like she's fully trusted me. And it makes me like sad to think about, because like I thought that like we were friends, and I consider her a sister, you know, even though she's my sister-in-law, I consider her to be closer with me than I am with my own older brother. Like me and my older brother, we have our own issues. I am not close to him at all. Like, you know, he comes over, I'm very like cordial with him. I'm very calculated when I talk to him, but that's because we had a very difficult relationship for many years, and it's just not something that can be put back together, you know? It's not a relationship that can be fixed or that I am interested in fixing, you know? It's too late at this point. You know, he is my brother, but at the same time, like I have no relationship with him. You know, he's just a stranger in my eyes, you know? And with my sister-in-law, like I thought we were more than that. I thought we were friends, and I thought we were close, and I always called her like a sister, and I always said like, oh, this is my sister, and she's like a sister to me. And then as I got older and the pandemic happened, and everything just kind of started coming back to like normal, I really started thinking back, like I'm always just an afterthought to people, to like friends of mine and relationships that I've built. I'm always a second option, and I'm always an afterthought. And like I guess her and my brother had like taken a break, broken up. I don't even know. I haven't talked to her in like 2 weeks now. And I saw on her Instagram story that like she was out at like a concert or like a bar or some shit like that. And I have always like asked to hang out with her at a bar or a concert. I would be like, hey, this person's gonna be here, you should come to the concert with me. And she'd always be like, yeah. But she would never like initiate or like push or like tell me like, hey, are we still gonna go to the concert? Like are we still on for this? And I found it kind of funny that like she doesn't want to go out with me, but she'll go out with like other people. And it kind of hurt. It hurt because like I always tried to be her friend. I always tried to be open and honest with her. I always tried to like hang out with her. And especially because I want to keep a relationship with my niece, you know? And I always have fun when it's us, you know, her, my niece, and me. But then I like, as I look back and I reflect at all the times we've hung out, like she doesn't fully trust me. And I don't think she ever has. From the time that I apologized when I was like 25 years old to now, I don't think we've ever had like a trusting conversation or like a heart to heart from her to me, at least. Like I am open and honest with everybody. Like catch me on a good day and I'll tell you all my secrets, and even on a bad day I'll still tell you all my secrets. Like I have no shame in how I feel or what I've gone through or the things that are happening in my life right now, or times where I've been suicidal and not want to be in this life anymore. And I'm willing to talk about it all. I have nothing to hide from anybody, you know. But it oftentimes felt like she was very calculated with how she talked to me. And I just feel like she doesn't really trust me. And it hurts. It hurts me because in my head I built this idea that like we were friends, and like she was my sister and like my sister-in-law, and essentially like a close friend that I considered, here in Phoenix, because I have nobody else. But the last couple of weeks have really been eye-opening for a lot of my friendships, a lot of my relationships that I've had the last 5 or 10 years. I've cut contact with a lot of my friends, because I keep realizing that I'm like a second option, and I'm not a second option. Like, I have friends that I'll like hit up specifically because I want to hang out with them. And like if I'm texting you, hey, do you want to hang out? I don't have a second option. I don't text other people whenever they're like no. Like if I want to hang out with a friend, I'm texting that friend, and if that friend's like I'm not free, then I don't go out. I don't hang out with anybody else, unless I get a text from another person and they're like, hey, you want to hang out? Then I will. But like I don't have a list of people that I think like I want to go watch a movie with these 5 people. So I'm going to text these 5 people and see who's free. No, like I'll be like, I want to go get coffee with this friend. I'm going to text this specific friend and see if they're down to get coffee. And if they're like, oh, I can't, I'm busy. Okay, I'll go by myself. I don't have a backup plan. I don't like to make people feel like options, because I've always felt like a second option with all of my friendships. And it's a shitty place to be. And I'm just at the point of my life where I'm cutting everybody who makes me feel like a second option, I have cut I've cut off a lot of people without explanation, because I'm tired of explaining myself. I'm tired of having to explain myself. I shouldn't have to. Like, I didn't get no explanation for why I'm a second option to you. You don't get no explanation as to why I'm just cutting you off. Like, I'm in my 30s now. My peace and like my happiness are the most important things in my life. And if you can't offer me either of those things, then like I don't want you in my life. I really don't. I don't need you in my life. I've been alone the last fucking 7 years of my life, 6 years of my life now. And it's like, if you're not bringing me positivity in my emotional, my mental, my spiritual, or my physical well-being, then like cha-cha, the door's right there. Don't let it hit you on the way out, And it's just kind of how I've lived life the last couple of months. And even though it's been very lonely, it's also been very eye-opening, because you realize that you were right. You were the second option. Ain't nobody texting me to check up on me. Ain't nobody hitting me up and being like, hey, how have you been? Let's go grab a coffee. Let's go get lunch. Let's go do this. And if they do, it's apparent that they like need a favor, or they want to talk about their problems. And it's like, I haven't had a true friend in such a long time. And it partly sucks, but at the same time, I am grateful for being able to recognize that I'm being used. Partly thanks to my narcissistic ex-boyfriend for teaching me that, because he has taught me that it's good to set boundaries and end relationships when they no longer serve you, and be selfish with your time and your energy and your peace. And I've made a lot of changes in my life that hopefully will come to fruition over the next couple of months or the next couple of years, and really make me grow as a person. So yeah, I guess that's tonight's conversation. um Oftentimes whenever I turn on the camera, I don't have a specific thing that I want to talk about. Generally, my mouth just like spews out words, and whatever comes out is what I upload. I've become a I don't give a fuck kind of person now. Like, I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna say it. Sorry if it offends you, sorry if it makes you feel a certain way, but like it made me feel a certain way, you know. I don't I don't call out people just to call them out. I don't I'm not that kind of person. I'm not gonna like drag your name or talk crap about you online. I'm gonna just say my side of the story, how it made me feel, and that's it. That's the entirety of what I do here, is to just vent and to have like a therapy session with y'all, and that's it, you know. I've never been one to like drag people and be like, well, they're this type of person and they're this kind of person. Like, no, I'm just trying to share my experience with my situation, my side of the story in regards to the people that I am cutting out of my life, and why I'm hurt, or why it's making me feel a certain way, you know. Um, in my 30s, I'm taking control of my life and I'm taking care of me, and whoever wants to come along for the ride, you are very much welcome to. And whoever wants to spend time with me and see me will make an effort, and if not, that's cool, you know. I'm happy being alone. I'm learning how to set boundaries. I'm learning how to let go of people who don't serve me, you know? And it's definitely a huge change, because I've always been a people person, even though I'm introverted as fuck. I like being around people in a sense, you know? But like, I'm happy being alone because I get to keep my peace. I don't have to fucking deal with other people's dramas, other people's fucking bullshit. Like, that's why I don't do Easter, I don't do holidays with my family anymore. I'm like separated myself from all of that, because like whenever there's a holiday or a special event or an occasion where we're all together, something always goes down, and I'm tired. I am tired of the drama. I am tired of the fucking fights and the arguments, and the just I'm tired of the fucking drama, y'all. Like, I'm 30. I'm trying to be at peace with myself. I'm trying to find a relationship. I'm trying to thrive and be happy, and y'all are just not serving that whenever we have holidays together. So I oftentimes don't spend, ow, my back hurts. Like, I oftentimes don't spend holidays with my family for that reason. Like, I was almost gonna skip out on Christmas this year, and actually I think I did. I slept all night in my room on Christmas. I slept early. I slept like at 10 o'clock. And then on New Year's, same shit. I fell asleep like at 9 o'clock. And it was like the best holiday ever, because I got to spend it by my fucking self and nobody bugged me. And like, I don't know. It was just nice. It was nice. And I'm finding my footing. I'm finding my footing right now and learning how to be alone. It's hard. It's hard because I would love to be in a relationship. I really would. But that's not in my cards right now. And I think that part of that is because I'm still not done growing. I feel like I'm in like the middle of a growth. And as much as I think that like I'm ready for a relationship and like I've grown enough to like be in a relationship, I don't think I am. I don't think I'm quite there yet. I don't think I've grown enough to like be able to be in a healthy relationship. But that's a story for another time. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna shower. It's probably like 4:30 in the morning, or like 4 something in the morning. I'm gonna go take a shower, and then I'm gonna go get Dutch Bros because I want coffee. I've been up all night, and I need to wash my car also, because we took the dog to the park a couple nights ago, and he's like a German Shepherd, and he just like leaves hair fucking everywhere, and there's like dog hair all over my car, and it smells like dog. And I have OCD, and like I need to have my like shit clean. Like I will literally clean my bedroom every single day, like vacuum, make the bed, dust everything, because I have birds as well. And if you know birds, like they shit everywhere. Their food goes all over the table, like wherever they're at, and there's like feathers just everywhere. And sometimes I'm just like in bed, laying down and just like contemplating my existence, and the birds are just like landing on my face and just like pecking at me and cleaning my fucking hair. And like today, today was so fucking funny. Like I was asleep, obviously, because I've been sleeping all day. And like there's times where I'll like wake up in the middle of a nap because the birds are so loud. They're like flying from like the curtains to like a painting I have to like on top of the TV to on top of the doorway. And then when they get bored, they literally fly on me. Like I sleep, and there's times when I sleep with my hand hanging off the bed. Like I'll sleep and like I'll put my hand like over the bed because it's comfortable. My fucking bird will see my hand just hanging off and think like, "Oh, I'm going to go perch there." And so he'll like fly onto my hand and just like perch on my fingers. And then he'll crawl up my arm, and then he'll crawl on my shoulder. And then the other bird, who's, I think it's a girl. I'm pretty sure she's a girl. She'll like see and she'll be like, "Oh, I want to fly over there too." So she'll like fly on my head. Like my bird, the guy, I've had him for like over a year now, and he doesn't fully trust me enough to like land on my head or on my face. He'll like land on like my fingers or my legs. He or like on my shoulder. He doesn't land on like my hair or my face. My second bird that I got, the female, she'll like land on my face. She'll like land right on my eyes. She'll land on my forehead. She'll land on my hair. She'll land on my cheek, on my mouth, on my lips. Then she'll like kiss me and preen me, and it's the cutest thing. I have to record it for you guys one of these days. But she'll like see that the bird is on me, and then she'll be like, "I want to be a part of that." So she'll like fly on my face, and I'll be asleep like on my face, and she will like literally go in my ear and just start like preening. I think that's what it's called. And like go in my ear and just take out anything that I have there, any dryness, anything that's like in there, TMI. And she'll just be like, and I'm just like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? I'm trying to sleep." And then I'll be like, "Go away." And I'll like shush them, and they'll fly away, and then they'll come back and they'll keep doing the same shit. I'm just like, "You guys are making me question my existence. Like I'm just trying to fucking sleep, and you guys are like bugging me." But I love my birds, even though they're loud and they're annoying as fuck. Right now they're sleeping. I have a towel over them, so like they'll be quiet at night, because there's times where like I'm just up all night. I'm up all night, and like I'll try to go to sleep, and then I'll try to go to sleep at like 6 in the morning. By that time the sun's already up and the birds are awake, so I'll like have the towel off of the cage, because I know if I fall asleep, I'm gonna fall asleep for a few hours, and I don't want to keep them in the dark when it's light out. So I like take off the towel off the cage at like 6 in the morning, and I open the blind so that there's like some sunlight in here, and I'll try to sleep and just hear chirping and noises coming and wings flapping for like hours. And they're like yelling, screaming chirps like rah, 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 rah. And I'm just like, "You guys, why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Like, I don't care if you make chirpy noises, like just don't yell." They like squawk, and I'm like, "Oh my god." And you know what's funny is that like I had plans to move in with my ex back in December of 2021. And at that time, my birds were like really quiet, and he would always say like, "I hate birds. I hate the bird sounds. I hate loud birds." And it's a good thing that I did not move in with him because he would have fucking hated me if my birds were loud at 6 in the morning. Like he would have been fuming. So like I always think that things happen for a reason, and like not everything that you may have wanted in life at the time is what you need. And yeah, like I'm happy that I did not move in with him. And also I've seen a couple of people on like Tinder and Bumble, because yes, I'm back on the dating websites. I was bored. I need social interactions, even if it's just over text message and like online. I just hate pure loneliness. Like I need a little bit of human interaction. So like if I can talk to a somebody on Tinder and Bumble, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I saw this guy's profile. It was actually like yesterday, and I was like, oh, he's really cute. And I was going through his pictures and his little prompts on Hinge, and like the question was like, what is your most irrational fear? And the guy put birds. I fucking hate birds. And I was like, oh, you're cute, but we can't date because I have birds, and I am not getting rid of my birds for anybody. I'm not getting rid of my animals for no fucking boy. So like, if you can't hang with me and my birds, we can't hang. Sorry. Sorry, sir. Peace. And I unmatched because I don't need that energy with me. I don't need that negative energy of you putting down my birds, because my birds are cute and they're clean. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with that story. I just thought it was kind of funny. But oh fuck, I got the hiccups. I'm gonna go now, guys. I need coffee. I'm tired, and I need a shower. I need a life. I'm having an existential crisis, but it's okay. We'll get through it. We'll get through it together. See you guys next time. Hopefully I have my camera again soon and my lens soon, so I can start actually filming like good quality content and not just iPhone 3 a.m. content, but we'll see. Oh, I got a pimple right here and it's really bugging the shit out of me. And I can't pop it either, so that's fun.